You've reached the end of the Confluence loop. Take a seat at the picnic tables to hear the final story of the tour. Or listen as you retrace your steps to return to the pedestrian bridge. In 1807, legendary explorer David Thompson navigated his way into the Columbia Valley through an ancient Indigenous route called Howe's Pass. His arrival brought European interest in founding permanent settlements and modern industries. Imagine Thompson and his crew paddling up the Columbia River. They would have had to come past where you stand now, fighting against the current of the mighty Columbia. Beneath the surface of the river is home to many residents, including a somewhat surprising one, kokanee salmon. The kokanee that come upriver here are landlocked. They spend most of their life in Confluence Lake. But every fall, mature adults come up the Columbia to spawn. They spawn in little creeks, up the tributaries, and along the Columbia River. The babies stay in the sand, growing slowly among the pebbles. In the spring, they're tiny fish, and they're flushed down the river with the freshet, which is a surge of spring snowmelt. These salmon are ancient residents of the Columbia River, but the ecosystem itself has changed drastically through the years. The Columbia River has been dammed multiple times, both in Canada and the United States, and the salmon populations have been decimated. Long ago, salmon would journey all the way from the Pacific Ocean to the Columbia, coming all the way to Golden, and going even further south, bringing with them vital nutrients from the sea. These nutrients were essential to maintaining a rich ecosystem that supported abundant life from bugs to eagles to bears. When the salmon stopped coming, all the nutrients from the ocean stopped coming up here too. The once great salmon runs of the Columbia River system were amongst the largest in the world. Today, the kokanee salmon in Confluence Lake are unusually small. Their growth is stunted by the nutrient-poor waters created by the dams. The consequences of losing the salmon did more than hurt the environment. It hurt people too. These lands are part of the unceded traditional territory of the Secwepemc Nation, and the salmon that were once abundant in the Columbia River system are integral to Secwepemc culture and identity. For a long time, fishing camps could be found along the Columbia River and the mouths of the Windermere and Columbia Lakes, where communities divided large salmon harvests between families and stored the fish in preparation for long winter months and journeys. The way of life in traditional times was planned by and for the community to ensure that everyone was cared for and had enough resources. Shuswap Band, one of the 17 federal government bands of the Secwepemc, has suffered the most severe consequences due to salmon loss since 1939 with the installation of the Grand Coulee Dam. Shuswap Band is deeply engaged with the restoration efforts of Andromeda stocks in the Columbia River. Once you get to the boat launch, you can read more about Indigenous efforts to return salmon to the Columbia River on the kiosk sign. As you look at the Columbia, it might be hard to imagine steamboats navigating this far inland, but in 1886, people along the Columbia shores would have watched the iconic steamboat, the Duchess, chugging up and down the river, along with many other steamboats. The original Duchess was built in 1888 by Francis Patrick Armstrong, and she was built right here on the banks of the Columbia River, using timber collected from the surrounding area. She was flat-bottomed, allowing her to float in waters as shallow as 75 centimeters, about 2.5 feet deep. She could carry 40 tons of freight and had cabin accommodations for 8 passengers, a saloon, a promenade deck, and a hurricane deck complete with a wheelhouse. Columbia's ancient waters have housed many different phenomena, and she continues to bring people to her in admiration. The waterways of the Columbia Valley will always enchant people and will continue to shape not just Golden, but the people who come to visit as well.